by lighting the lamp. We also request any two students, Akshita, any two students to please come onto the stage. Padmashri, any two students from first year B.Pharm, and Pharm D also will come onto the stage, please. CS will come, CS. From first B.Pharm and Pharm D, please come. Please come fast onto the stage. Please come fast onto the stage. A warm welcome is a first sign of hospitality, and we at ABIPER will always maintain the hospitality to the maximum extent. We would like to extend our warm welcome to our very special guest of today, Mr. Sunil S Chiplunkar, sir, Vice President Business Development, Pharmaceuticals, Bangalore. So we are extremely privileged to have you over here. I request our Chairman, Dr. B. sir, to welcome our chief guest with the beautiful sample. We also welcome a real energy behind all our Indian institutions as well as ABIPER. We welcome our chairman, Dr. B. sir, and request Dr. Suchitra Ma'am, principal in charge, to welcome our honorable chairman of the beautiful family. We also extend our warm welcome to our director, Dr. Shubharani Ma'am, of ABIPER director. We extend a warm welcome, ma'am. We also extend a very warm welcome to our principal in charge, Dr. Suchitra Ma'am. I request them to take volunteers to welcome ma'am. Before we go ahead with the program, we have a small video, a glimpse of our India institutions, the campus, and whatever achievements that we have achieved. So we are going to have a sample video, a glimpse of it. I request everybody to have a look on the screen. Bangalore Institute of Pharmacy, Education and Research.
Research and industry. Since its inception, it has moved steadily towards the fulfillment of its mission and emerged as a significant player in pharmacy education. We have highly qualified and experienced faculty whose expertise helps in molding students to suit their visions. One of our students, Ms. Sindhu Easy, brought laurels to our college by securing the RGHS gold medal. Celebrations are a way of life, and ABIPER has not shied away from celebrating its occasions. Teachers' Day was celebrated in the presence of the Chief Guest Dr. Ramesh, Principal and Professor of ABIPER University, along with Cynthia Menzies, former Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University. Learning is a continuous process, and ABIPER has facilitated its students with exposure to various workshops as well as seminars of the international level to grow and upgrade their knowledge. These are a few publications and presentations from the faculty as well as students of ABIPER. Creating awareness in the society is a key responsibility. The students as well as teachers of ABIPER have proactively participated in various awareness programs throughout the calendar year. Workshops and conferences are a way of self-upgradation and increasing output in that particular field. These are some of the few workshops and conferences. A healthy body houses a healthy mind. The students of ABIPER have been very active in participation and winning various sports events.
Bangalore Institute of Pharmacy Education and Research was established in 2006 under the dynamic leadership of our chairman Dr. B.Pharm, sir. With the various departments in Pharm, UG, PG, Pharm D, under the supervision of his leadership, we have world-class facilities. Also, we have international standards of teaching staff. With this, I would like to welcome our Principal in charge, Dr. Suchitra ma'am, to give the welcome address, also give introduction of the institution, code of conduct and utterance response.
Good morning, one and all. Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. S Sunil S Chiplunkar, sir, Vice President, Business Development of Group Pharmaceuticals, we welcome you, sir. Our Chairman, sir, Dr. B.Pharm, sir. Our presiding dignitaries, Dr. Vice Chairman, Dr. B.Pharm, madam. In her absence, she wants to wish you all a very good luck. Our Director, madam, Dr. Shobha Nani, ma'am, we welcome you all today for the orientation program for the courses of Pharm D, B.Pharm, Diploma of 22-23 academic year. I take this privilege in welcoming you all today and to inform about the rules and regulations of our institution. The Code of Conduct. Student Code of Conduct is a set of rules chart out to promote and enhance a person's learning and environment on the campus. These are certain social norms laid down by the institution in order to ensure and support safe and healthy and inclusive campus community. Failure to abide by these guidelines will result in disharmony and call to punitive action against violators. We have a disciplinary committee. The disciplinary committee comprises of the department head, the class coordinators, the class representatives, the management staff, the chief administrative officer, and at the end of the time the management is the final decision. The uniform is compulsory for all students from Monday to Friday, and ID card should be displayed properly. Students should follow the college timing strictly from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Students should respect the college property and abstain from causing any damage to the infrastructure and facilities provided to them. Students should also respect the academic environment and participate actively in nurturing it further. Students should maintain silence in the knowledge resource building. Consumption of alcohol, chewing tobacco, or smoking is strictly prohibited in the campus. Students may strictly refrain from political activity in any form in the campus. Students are advised not to indulge in any unauthorized celebrations on the campus, such as spraying of colors or bursting firecrackers. Students are advised to follow safety precautions in the laboratories. Use of mobile phones in the classrooms, laboratories, library, any such location on the campus which may cause disturbance and hinder academic activity is strictly prohibited. No student shall indulge in any kind of antisocial, anti-institutional, or any sort of immoral or unethical activities in the college campus. Students must strictly abide by the rules laid down by the examination authorities and abstain from indulging in any form of unfair means of malpractice. The guilty may face suspension in case of an offense. Students may display polite and courteous behavior towards the teachers, administrators, supporting staff, seniors, and fellow classmates. During leisure hours and for independent study, students may use designated areas such as library. Sitting on the staircase or functioning areas may restrict the free movement. Students shall not display any notice, posters, pamphlets, or bills without the permission of the concerned faculty members or a competent authority. Students should follow all the rules and regulations pertaining to the laboratories and avoid accidents, damage to the equipments, etc. No student shall enter the hostel without prior permission from the warden. Timings of the hostel should be strictly followed. The regulations of the university. Examining authorities. The Pharm D, B.Pharm, and Pharm is affiliated to Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences as the examining authority. For the D.Pharm, subject for the theory and the practical, the credit points are being segregated. And down you will see the hashtag sign. It means that students who are returned the maths, physics and chemistry, for them that is a credit point for the first B.Pharm semester. And the students with the dollar sign, that is the students who have returned their maths, physics, chemistry and biology, that will be considered for the remedial biology subject. And then you could see even the asterisk sign. The asterisk sign, it means it is only the internal examination, which is termed as the non-university examination. The examination will be conducted by the institution and submitted the marks to the university. The next sheet which talks about the grade points. You could see the continuous hours. In that it is segregated for the internal marks and the continuous hours is for 10. There is a split here for the internal exams. It is for 25 marks. Those 25 marks are being split for 10 as the continuous marks and 15 as the internal marks. And for the practicals, it is a 5 for the continuous marks and 10 marks is for your internal examination. The 10 marks of the continuous hours that is split on the next slide. The 10 marks goes based upon your percentage of attendance. If you are attending continuously, it is 90 to 100% of attendance. The student will get about 4 marks. That is for the attendance. Then the assignments and all the internals, whichever we are being informed you to attend the seminars, all that will take about another 3 points. Then the student-teacher interaction is very, very important for every of the student, which is even important even in the practical class for the viva interaction with the student. All this there is a segregation for about 10 marks. The next slide, please. The candidates for the allotment of marks for attendance. Here the attendance we are giving 4 marks for 90 to 100% of attendance and for practicals it is 2. So important students, please note every student mandatory 80% of attendance is minimum. Next, the tentative schedule for the end semester examination. The semester 1, 3, 5 and 7 will be conducted in the month of December to January. This may vary with respect to the affiliation university. And the semester 2, 4, 6 and 8 will be conducted in the month of June, July. So every year you will be having 2 semesters. The next comes to talk about the percentage of marks and the performance. So here you will be having a grade point. If a student is getting a grade point of 10 marks in your marks card, it states that the student has been achieved about 90 to 100% of the marks obtained. Then it comes as the performance is outstanding. If a student is about 70 to 79, the grade will be about B and the grade points will be about the 8 and it is good. So that is how you will be getting in your marks card. So declaration of the class. The class will be awarded on the basis of CGPA. It is cumulative grade point average system. So the first class of distinction states about 7.50 and above. The first class CGPA is about 6 to 7.49. Second class it is from 5.00 to 5.99. So the next is the eligibility for the academic progression. If a student needs to go for the 5th semester, then he or she should complete the first semester as well as the second semester. If a student to be eligible for the 7th semester, the student should have completed all the 4 semesters, that is semester 1, 2, 3 and 4. If the student needs to go for 8th semester, he has to complete all the semesters till the semester 6. Only then the students will be academically progressed. Coming to the Pharm D course program. The criteria for the pass. The student who has secured a minimum of 50% of marks in theory, including the sessionals and practical separating subjects, shall be declared to have passed in that subject. Theory and practical of a particular subject are considered as individual the passing criteria. Eligibility for the promotion to the next year. All students who have appeared for all subjects and passed the first year annual examination are eligible for promotion to the second year and so on. But, however, if failure is more than 3 subjects, shall be barred him or her from promotion to the next year classes. Declaration of the class for the Pharm D course, it is only the end semester examination, there is no semester form, it is a yearly examination. So here the distinction is about 75%, the first class is 60% and above and less than 75% is the first class, the second class 50% and above and less than 60%. Students are the 2 pillars of the nation. There is no substitute for responsible behavior, politeness and courtesy, self-discipline, sense of devotion, love and respect for all irrespective of caste, creed, and they can fulfill the dreams and aspirations of the institution they belong to. I thank our chairman, sir, and director, madam, for giving me this opportunity to present the rules and regulations of our institution. Thank you all.
Orientation program is a series of activities that gives new information to the students to help them to know about the campus life, rules and tradition of our institution. We give all the information about our institution, our rules, our regulations, so that there will be a smooth transition in your academic life. Now I would like to request Dr. Shubharani ma'am, Director of ABIPER, to address the gathering, also to give a few words about the orientation program of today.
Thank you, Valerie. Respected chief guest of the day, Mr. Sunil Chiplunkar, Chairman of Architectural Institutions, Dr. Vishwanath, Principal Dr. Suchitra, all the faculty members, the heads of these sister institutions, the students, fresh students. So a very good morning to every one of you. A very good morning. Yes. Now, first of all, welcome to all of you to Aditya family. Now, we have all tried pharmacy. So, I think we have first year B.Pharm, first year B.Pharm, first year Pharm D, and first year B.Pharm students. So, you have chosen the diploma and the B.Pharm and the Pharm D. You have chosen pharmacy now as your profession, right? So, how many of you have chosen pharmacy by choice? Raise your hand. Okay, good. And the rest of you? You have come because you didn't get ABIPER? Is it so? Okay. So whatever is the reason, either by choice or by chance, we have landed up in pharmacy, and pharmacy is a wonderful profession. So first of all, give a big round of applause to yourself. Congratulate yourself for having chosen pharmacy as your future profession. Okay, with that note, so let's see. Again, welcome to the world of pharmacy. Now, many people keep asking me, even before joining, they'll be asking me, what is the scope of pharmacy? Will we get the job? Where can we work? What's the difference between B.Pharm, Pharm D? So, many questions even before joining the course. So, don't worry about the scope. The scope is as you make it. So, the B.Pharm students have tremendous scope in the industry. You can do your M.Pharm, you can go for marketing, regulatory, and so much scope is there. And Pharm D, as you know, it's a clinical course, so you work in a hospital, and at the end of 6 years, you can work as a drug information pharmacist, you can work as a clinical pharmacist, you can work in the pharmacovigilance, you can work in the clinical research, and you can work in medical writing, you can work in regulatory. The list is huge. And the M.Pharms, they are research oriented, so they can go for academics. So academic pharmacists they can become, they could even do their PhD, involve in the extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities of the college, develop both the hard skills as well as the soft skills. Now, when I am talking about the co-curricular activities, I would like to talk about one organization which is especially catering to the students, that is Indian Pharmaceutical Association. So I have a small presentation. I would want him to please show the presentation of Indian Pharmaceutical Association. I would like to hand my So I just want all the students to go through this, whatever I am presenting. Now, what is this Indian Pharmaceutical Association? This is the Association of Pharmacy Professionals, which was founded way back in 1939. So it's one of the oldest associations, and there are over 1 million pharmacists and pharmaceutical scientists from industry, academia, regulatory, hospital, community pharmacy, in all the spheres of pharmacy. They are there, and then they all work towards our country's healthcare needs. Now, IPA, as we call it in short, is a non-governmental organization that has been in official relationship with FIP. FIP is the International Association. Okay? So, as well as WHO, all of you know about World Health Organization. Then IPA is also a member of the Drug Technical Advisory Board, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Now, there is a special forum called a Students Forum in IPA, which I want all of you to look into. So, IPA is a national forum for pharmacy students under the IPA. Now, when was this formed? This was formed in August 2008 in Mumbai in the presence of the former President of India, late Abdul Kalam ji. This body has brought pharmacy students from all over the country under one umbrella, and they can take up activities. Various activities are there pertaining to the pharmaceutical world. It helps the students to the overall personality development of all the students. And the activities of this student forum is guided by the chairperson of IPA Educational Division. Now, I just want to go through the aims and objectives for your information. Now, what are the aims and objectives of student forum? To serve as a platform for all the pharmacy students across India to come together and then explore their potential. To contribute in improving the status of pharmacy profession. To represent your views on pharmacy curriculum. See, we have every year pharmaceutical congress. We have a conference where the student forum will meet. And if you have any issues on the curriculum, you can have meetings and you can represent. Then, to contribute towards improving healthcare in India, you will have some suggestions on how do you want to, as a student, you are the future pharmacist, right? So you can give your opinions, views. To fuel the potential of recent graduates and young pharmacists as enthusiastic agents of professional and social change. Okay? And to promote leadership, because you will have to organize certain events. There is also a student conference. So when the students get involved in that, the leadership qualities will be automatically developed. So you will be inviting the speakers, you will be organizing. It's a wonderful platform for leadership development. To promote social and professional contact amongst young pharmacists, fostering intercultural competence and professional competence. To participate in pharmacy policy development in a proactive way. Then to establish, maintain and expand national and even worldwide network in India but worldwide, and to give the students an exposure to international pharmacy program. So the students can go on exchange program to other countries. The other country pharmacy students can come over here. So that also can be, you can take advantage of the exchange program, international scenario you can see, have an exposure to that. So what are the benefits? Now those are the objectives. Now what are the benefits of IPA membership to the students? So you will be a part of the most elite group of the pharma professionals, and then you will be meeting all the top people, including the president of the Pharmaceutical Association. All the top picks will be meeting, and you will get experience from their experience and expertise. You get a lot of information, knowledge, and you have access to the latest in national and international news. There is an IPA monthly newsletter called Pharma Professional. So you will get the latest information about what is happening about pharmacy in our country. Then you will have many training programs, seminars, symposia, conferences, and workshops which are organized by IPA. And you will, suppose you are a member of IPA, you will get concession. Understood? You get concession rates to attend those conferences. In fact, even FIP, the international conference, also gives a concession for the students. They go abroad also and attend and will present some of the papers. And then you can have a network. And there is one important magazine called as Pharma Times. Okay, a lot of information will be there in that. That you will get free of cost every month. And you will get subsidized subscription to, there is one research-based publication known as Indian Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences. It has all the research publications. So those of you who want to pursue your career in the research, so you get an idea about the research that is going on in our country, and you get them further at a subsidized rate. And then you can participate in IPA National Quiz Competition. You can participate in National Elocution Competition and in Student Congress. In fact, our college, we hosted this National Elocution Competition, semi-finals we hosted. And the next year also we will be hosting some of the activities of this. So students, what my advice for you is, all of you join IPA as life members. There are options like life member, you can take the membership by taking installment schemes. So you become the life members and avail all the benefits and enjoy your co-curricular activities along with what you learn in the class. It is curricular, extracurricular, and also co-curricular, and enjoy your stay during this period. So that is one message I want to give you on this day. And to also give you some more motivation and inspiration, we have a very important person who has come all the way from B.Pharmaceuticals. I just want to introduce him briefly because his biodata is running to 15 pages. I have just taken a few important points. So Mr. Sunil Chiplunkar is B.Pharm Pharmacology, MBA Marketing, and PG Diploma in HRM. He has worked in different companies, namely BPRL, Chemist Pharmaceuticals, Sandy Labs, Himalaya Company, Jagat Pharma, and so on. He is currently the Vice President, Business Development, Pharmaceuticals, Bangalore. And his expertise are in say book chapters. Mr. Chiplunkar is regularly writing articles in ABIPER Monthly Bulletin, Health Version, Chronicle Pharma Biz, and Express Pharma Pulse, which are some of the famous and most read news journals. And he is also the author of the blog www.pharmaceuticalshealthcare.blogspot.com. He is currently pursuing part-time PhD with JSS University, Mysuru. He is an active member of KRPA Mysuru as an advisory member. He is a joint secretary of Indian Pharmacy Graduate Association, Karnataka State Branch. He is a life member of IPA. I just talked to you about IPA. He is is a life member of IPA. We are all the life members, and he is also the life member of IPGA. And he is one of the 4 national winners of IPA NPW Award of November 2020 for registered pharmacists doing notable contributions during pandemic. His award was for the pharmacist webinar concept. Mr. Chiplunkar has given several professional talks on many platforms and many forums. And we are privileged to have your esteemed presence, sir, on this orientation day. And we invite you to deliver your inspirational talk to our students. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. At this point, I would like to mention, when we are around enormously successful people, we realize that their success isn't just an accident, but it is their hard work. So I think our chief guest of today, Mr. Sunil S Chiplunkar, sir, has put a lot of hard work into his career. So before we have his talk, I would like to welcome our Honorable Chairman, Dr. B. Vishnu, sir, to speak few words and also address the gathering.
Respected Mr. Sunil Chiplunkar, sir, my good friend and mentor of our college, respected my teacher, Dr. Shobharani Madam, the director of ABIPER, Suchitra, the principal in charge of ABIPER, and all my dear staff members of teaching staff members of ABIPER and non-teaching staff of ABIPER, and all my dear 13th batch of ABIPER B.Pharm students, 7th batch of Pharm D ABIPER students, and 14th batch of B.Pharm ABIPER students, and 10th batch of M.Pharm ABIPER students. A warm welcome to this orientation ceremony of ABIPER of 2022-23 batch, and a very good morning to you, all of you. I hope you had a nice breakfast, and I would like to say good morning to the chief guest first. Good morning. Good morning to the chief guest, yes. So, heartiest welcome to all my new batch of 22-23 students of ABIPER on this orientation day. Actually, orientation day should have been conducted a month back, or at least 1.5 months back after you joined. Most of you have joined 2-3 months back itself this year. Okay, so orientation they have got by themselves, by being within the campus, by knowing what is ABIPER is all about. I hope you are happy with this 2-3 months of stay in our campus and know what we are. Otherwise, Suchitra Madam has made you more serious by going through, making you to go through all the regulations of the procedure of the college, and actually the university says that the students have to follow all these regulations and procedures in the benefit of only you. So we have made it mandatory that these rules and regulations are inculcated into all the students in the interest of the students and in the interest of the institution and in the interest of the society. Once again, I welcome all the new batch of students to the world of pharmacy. I mean, the world of pharmacy means, I hope you understand that you are going to learn, as Madam has already put, that you are going to learn the subjects like pharmaceutics, pharmacology, pharmacognosy, and pharmaceutical chemistry, and pharmacy practice by Pharm D students, and inform in your own specialization, whatever you have selected. So you are entering the world of pharmacy, especially the B.Pharm students, and Pharm D students. My message to all the pharmacy students, those who have joined, as Madam asked that how many students have joined pharmacy, raise your hands. I could see only 5 or 10 or 15 of you raising your hands. So that's always there since many years from the day we joined pharmacy. So the tradition, I think, doesn't stop, that most of you join pharmacy by default. But even though you join by default, some of you will go on to become the best pharmacists in the society, I am sure. I'm sure you will be the best pharmacists in the society by getting trained by our dedicated staff under the guidance of Dr. Shobharani Madam. I'm sure that even though you are new to the world of pharmacy, by the end of 4th year of B.Pharm, by the end of 6th year of Pharm D, I'm sure you will be the expert in this B.Pharm or Pharm D subjects, and you will be the successful pharmacist of our country and the world. I'm glad to say that I'm not carrying a PowerPoint like other speakers, so I have to speak without PowerPoint. So we started this pharmacy college in the year 2006, and my dear students, that you know, from 2006 we had the intake of, I was telling Mr. Chiplunkar that we had an intake of 60 for B.Pharm, and later on in the year 2011 the intake was increased to 100. And from 2006 to 2022-23, we have now almost thousands of students passing out of ABIPER from the date of inception of the college. And I'm very proud to say that most of our students are working worldwide and nationwide. And I'm very proud and glad to tell you that most of them are in touch with me directly. Even now also, the 2006 batch students. So that is the kind of a relationship we build amongst our students, and that is the kind of a relationship which I would like to build with you also. So I'm looking forward for such a long-term relationship with you. And other than that, dear students, most of you, I think this year is not so much that you have left home and you are staying in hostel, most of you, and I'm sure you will be missing your home food, your mother's recipe, your mother's handmade food. No college, including ABIPER, cannot replace the home food and mother-made food, but I'm making all my efforts to see that the best of the best food is given to the students to make them happy. We cannot compensate, but we'll try our level best to give you the best food and make you happy. But try to adjust, try to cooperate. Any ingredients, anything, you can bring it to the notice of the warden. We have a very dynamic canteen manager nowadays, so you can bring in the issues, and I'm sure it will improve. And food is something important for living and also for study, I'm the last person to neglect that. So I'd like to bring that point to you also, that better you bring, if you want to bring any changes, it's left in your hands. Don't, be arrogantly go on complaining. You should softly, share the problems and see that the problem is solved amicably. That is how one should solve the issues. That is one solution from my side to you. And the second thing is, one is living home and staying in hostel, and day scholars anyway will be leaving early to come to the college and going back. If you have to be a successful pharmacist, and first of all, if you have to take the degree in the best possible way, with the best possible academic records, sleep less. Sleep less. Work hard. So, this is the time that you should not sleep more. I suggest that you let your sleeping hours be less, working hours, that is study hours, be more in this 4 years of B.Pharm and 6 years of Pharm D and 2 years of B.Pharm, so that during the non-sleeping hours you will dedicate yourself to learn the subject more and more. The average person, a student, can become a good student, and a good student can become the best student by this process. The only way of achieving success as a student is to have the best academic record, that is rank in the university or distinction in the B.Pharm or Pharm D. How we can achieve that success is only by passion. Only by passion. You should have passion towards what you are learning. So some of you raised your hand saying that I joined pharmacy. Some of you do not. But those who have not raised your hand, start the course by developing passion. By developing passion, by developing interest, by developing passion, you develop interest. Passion means, I always give the example of Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan's girlfriend. So that is one example I normally give it to students. So that kind of a passion you should have. Go pay someone, and here you are not going to pay any girlfriend or boyfriend. You are going to pay what? You are going to pay what? The passion here is what? Going paid? Going paid what? One of you. The passion of achieving success in pharmacy is going paid. One of you can stand up and say, I hope I am clear. Going paid. Yes? Girls, at least boys, I think they cannot, they are afraid. Going paid what? Yeah, Mike. You should go behind.
Teacher and studies.
Yes. You should go behind the teacher, and the teacher who can make you to study. Okay. So this is what I want from all the new batch freshers of 22-23, and it's not only the passion, my dear students. First is the passion. Next, not just if you have the passion, you can achieve success. You should practice. So first is the passion, next is the practice. So you should have practice, and some of you who are good may achieve success in a short time. some of you who are in the slower way of learning, who are slow learners, you should have patience. You should have patience. You should not feel that, oh, today the teacher taught me anatomy or hematology in pharmacology or in statistics, something like pathology. You may not have understood. You should not get bogged down. Oh, it's not going into my head. This is not my cup of tea. This pharmacy. So such type of feeling you should not have. So the third one of passion and practice is patience. Patience in learning the subject. So you should have the patience not to give up. Keep practicing, keep learning. See, once you have joined the course, you have to end the course. Only one or two give the course, but not all. You have to end the course beautifully in just 4 years, not dragging on to 5th or 6th year, taking different marks cards. For that, you should practice within that 1 year only and see that you complete the year without any backlogs. That should be your attitude, that should be your challenge. So, after this so-called practice, the last one which I said indirectly is not to give up is perseverance. Today, Vishwanath is known in the society that he is known for perseverance. Andre perseverance andre ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಛಲ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವೋ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಗೆಲ್ಲೋದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಛಲ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು a perseverance, not to give up attitude. So don't give up. Whatever will be your marks given by the teacher, if it is less, take it positively. As Chitra said, they are the last people to give you generously the internal marks. So you have to work hard and get your internal marks by deserving. So that is a challenge posed onto you. So for that, you should have perseverance of not giving up attitude. Keep learning, keep practicing, keep writing. First session, second session, third session. I am telling you that out of the way, even unofficially, I can make you to write 4th session also. But see that you practice and you write the subject only by way of learning. And the chief guest who is sitting with us is the most sought out speaker in the society, whom I could not catch hold of all these days during webinars at the time of COVID. And luckily we have got him today. And he is one of the popular student and popular, even though he works in the industry, he is a popular educationist from Government College of Pharmacy, a meritorious student, a merit student. Most of his classmates were my colleagues in the college where I have worked. So a role model is sitting in front of you with a wonderful academic career and industry experience. And next to him is our director madam, who is having my teacher, 30-40 years of experience of teaching, and ranked student of Government College of Pharmacy, ranked in B.Pharm, ranked in B.Pharm, and ranked in many things. Work with, I think her biodata was not read out to the students, otherwise her biodata is also more than 14-15 pages. She is the one who has attended international workshops all over the world. More than 40-50 countries I think Madam must have visited by presenting papers. And more than anything, Madam is responsible for producing one of the best students in the society, in the college where Madam was working, and some of them are my classmates. Most of them are scientists in US and other parts of the world, and in India also. Most of them are working in one of the best industries. Not my classmates, my juniors, and there are many batches of students she has trained. So like that, you have got the role models us in front of you as mentors, and I wish all my students to take benefit of, and my teachers also who are here, all of them are handpicked by us and they are all very dedicated to the institution, and I am sure all the first year students will take all the advantages of whatever facility we are giving to you and take all the benefits from us and have passion, do practice, have patience and have perseverance and see that you end your academic career in this ABIPER in the best possible way. And on behalf of the management, on behalf of the Vice Chairman Dr. Priya Vishwanath, and on behalf of all my management team, I wish all the first batch of the new batch of 22-23 academic year students of B.Pharm, Pharm D, Pharm, the very best. Wish you all good luck and have a wonderful stay in our campus. All the best. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those wonderful words that you have put. So you have touched on to the emotional part of the students as well. So one thing I just wanted to share with all the dignitaries who are present here. Yes, sir, when we were taking class in the beginning, yes, there were a lot of homesick, a lot of stuff. But when I entered for the class after 10 or 20 days, they have really given abbreviation of ABIPER, keeping all the good things that they have seen in ABIPER. So with your permission, I just wanted to tell you what is it, sir, that they have written. A for accountability, B for brilliance, I for immense support to the students, P for perseverance, E for endeavor, R for respect. So there is the respect that our students have towards our institution. So with this, so I know you all are excited for the first talk, but before we proceed with the first talk, it's our tradition to felicitate the chief guest who will come to our college. I request all the dignitaries to please come forward and felicitate our chief guest of today, Mr. Sunil S Chiplunkar, sir, Vice President Business Development, Group Pharmaceuticals, Bangalore. With your big round of applause, a token of appreciation. A token of appreciation to our chief guest for today for taking your time out and coming here, sir. I request all the students with a big round of applause. Let's recognize all the hard work that he has done in his career. Having you over here on this auspicious program, it is our privilege to have you over here, sir. Results can only change when we can change our consistent actions. I hope you have changed your consistent actions and has yielded the greatest results that you have achieved now in the career, sir. I thank all the dignitaries. I request all the dignitaries to please take your seats as well on the dais. Sir has an urgent meeting, so we'll be leaving this program in a couple of minutes. We thank you, sir. We thank you very much. Our chairman, Dr. B. Vishnu sir, will be leaving because we need to attend an urgent meeting. We thank you very much, sir, for bringing such a important eminent speaker over here. We thank you very much. We also thank Dr. B. Vishnu ma'am in her absence. Thank you very much for all your motivation and support that you have been giving continuously to all of us. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I request all the dignitaries to please take your seats off the dais. I request our chief guest, Mr. Sunil S Chiplunkar sir, to take over the session. We all are overwhelmed to see you over here, sir. We request you to take over the session.
Good morning to all of you. Well, I've got my favorite slogan. We are in marketing. So marketing guys are always on this. Can you please read it? You are well dressed for the day, only when you wear a. So can I see a cheerful smile? I know you are looking bored, but I try to cheer you up. Okay? So, let's start one by one. Some very interesting stories to tell you. I'll be walking in between, up and down. Maybe I have to come down. So, okay, so this is a very popular quotation. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. You have all heard it. So the first part is very interesting. Arise, awake. It reminds me of my close friend Arun D'Souza. So he is now doing very well in Dubai as a pharmacist. So he will write near his bed. Arise, awake, 6:30 a.m. and then he will sleep at night. Morning, the alarm will ring at 6:30 a.m. He will see, you put the alarm off, again continue the second innings of sleep. Arise, awake. So we understand this statement, arise, awake. We have to be arise, awake. But stop not till the goal is reached. No, that is the challenge area. What is this goal? What is this arise? What is this awake? Arise, awake is essentially about understanding yourself and understanding your environment. Please understand, everybody is born with some potential, but he will also be born with limitations. And that is what you have to work on. Similarly, the environment on which you are with, it will have limitations and possibilities. It is not a utopia for everybody. There will always be plus and minus. So based on your plus and minus, you will have to define your goal. And once you start developing this goal-oriented habit, where you are trying to envision, what is my goal? What should I do today? What should I do at night? What should I do tomorrow? You have come into this career mode. Okay, it's a most important phase of your life. Not only hindsight wisdom, even when I was in B.Pharm, I did realize it is the most important track that what you do today is going to have influence for the next 35-40 years. So let us see how we want to achieve success in our career. Who wants to achieve success in career? Please raise your hands. Come on. Yes, everybody wants to achieve success in life. Even me, even I. Even at this stage, I want to still achieve success in life. That is goal-oriented living. You should keep having goals and you should keep moving. Once Einstein was asked, what do you think of the education system? So he said, you make a lion, a tiger, a monkey, elephant, and a bird. Everybody stand in a line and say, who are climbs up the tree first, he will get the first prize. That is today's education system. Is it correct? It is not, because the goals that the elephant is having is different. Can the elephant climb the tree? It just cannot. So what it means to say is, I want to have only happy memories. So once you start on that theme, your goal will also be visualized in that time. Once you start going in that goal-oriented way, it becomes a habit with you. Goals are the reason which give you the purpose, and that makes you a significantly successful individual. Are you with me? Do you agree? If you agree, please raise your hands. Others, I'll get bored. Because my goal is to make you people feel happy today. I want to check whether I'll be able to do it. Okay, so whether you come by choice or whether you come by chance, it doesn't really matter. Okay? Everything happens by chance only in life. We do not know how things happen. Like, I married my wife, right? So what was my choice? I may think it is by choice, but it was in one way by chance. Everything is by chance. You ask all these ladies who are married, I don't know how I got this husband. It's all by chance. It is a destiny they will say. So, don't worry about this choice and chance imbroglio. Don't think about it. Whatever is happening is for the good. By God's fortune, blessings, you have come here to the right profession, and you will enjoy this entire journey for the next 30 years. There are some tips and tricks of the trade. You just start that. The first tip, the first trick of the trade is having goal-oriented days. Every day, every minute, you should have a purpose and a goal. And once you start marching towards it, don't take the goal of the elephant. You may be a tiger. You should take the goal of a tiger. You should not take the goal of an elephant. Like I had a friend in B.Pharm, Meera Bhagwan. She is working in Mylan company. I don't know whether Shobha knows. She was a genius. In pharmaceutical chemistry, once you go into the course, you will see structures which are so long in the paper. So what we ordinary mortals used to do, we first learn half of the structure, practice that, then another half, then we will try to join, but still take methyl group chala jayega. We will not get one double bond. So all these are normal things, but this female, Meera Bhagwan, she will just see the structure like this, stare at it as if she is going to burn the paper, and it's immediately burnt into her brain. These are all blessings. It is her photographic memory which is at work. Now just because she is like that, you start staring at the paper, it's not going to work. You got to find a formula for yourself. Each person is an individual by himself, like a unique fingerprint. You are all each unique and special in your own way. So the goal has to be yours. You should have a special goal for yourself in the career, because the career is finally going to give you the identity. Today Sunil Chiplunkar has a kiya. It is all because of the career, because of the identity that has come to me through the various goal-oriented activities that I have been doing during the course of 30 years. So always make an informed choice and you will be able to proceed in your career. So get into a helicopter, put on your seat belts. I will show you the pharmaceutical sector. I will give some information, very interesting insights about the pharmaceutical sector of which you are going to be a part of. So quick answer. So we will engage. Who discovered penicillin? Loudly. Alexander what? Fleming. Very good. What's your name? But that came late. She spoke very high. Give a big clap for everybody. Next question. Name the renowned biotech company of Bangalore. There is one biotechnology company very famous for pharmaceutical products. Name the company. Yes, Biocon. Stand up, lady. Give her a big hand. So, which medicine? Which one? Paracetamol. Very good. Why I asked these questions? Yes, very good, very good. Give him a big hand. Okay. Why did I ask this question? Because pharmacy is so simple. You answered all these three questions correctly, you are going to be a very good pharmacist. Don't worry about it. Okay, pharmacy is very simple. Now let us see which are all the other aspects that I want to talk about. Let's talk on the various pharmacy background as well as what are the career options, because you should start envisioning the goal for yourself. What are some of the success factors and the take-home message? So pharmacy in India is not a new thing. It's a very old course. Way back, as you can see, in 1937, M.L. Shroff was the one who established the Department of Pharmacy at Bangalore University. 1937, even before the independence. And even before that, the Portuguese had introduced in 1842, when 19th century, they had introduced a pharmacy college, a school in Goa. So pharmacy is a very old, well-established, noted, accepted, and you should feel proud that you are in this particular pharmacy field. So these are all some of the symbols of pharmacy. The first one, that green cross, that is the most popular one. You will find many of the registered pharmacists sticking it to their vehicles, etc. So that's your identity, and this is the history. So these are some interesting points. He is the father of pharmacy, M.L. Shroff, that is his name. So he established in Bangalore University the first B.Pharm course, which was 3 years at that time. So this is the Goa College of Pharmacy, which was the first pharmacy college way back in the 19th century, 1846 itself. I will give you a very interesting story, what pharmacists are capable of. This is the gripping story of rapamycin. You see, there is an island called Easter Island. It is off Chile. Okay, there is a country called Chile. Now there, the natives were not wearing shoes and footwear. They will be walking barefoot, and whenever they get hurt, normally what is the injection they give you if you get hurt? If you get hurt and there is bleeding, they will give an injection. Yeah, tetvac. What is it? Tetvac injection. TT, tetanus toxoid or tetvac injection. There, they were not having that facility, but no tetanus suffering was seen in that population. So in 1964, one bunch of researchers in a ship went to Easter Island, collected 61 soil samples, and tried to find out what is there in that soil which prevented the tetanus from occurring in the subjects there, including the animals. They didn't suffer from tetanus. And this soil sample was studied for 2 years. Next, the soil sample from the Montreal University of Canada, it was transferred to a company called Ayers Laboratories. There one Indian was there, Dr. Sunil S. Dr. Sunil S, way back in the 1950s, completed his B.Pharm, M.Pharm in Bangalore University and went to Bristol University in England to complete his PhD, and from there he went to Canada. Now this gentleman gets these samples and they start researching what is there in that sample. Believe it or not, they discovered a new microbe, Streptococcus hygroscopicus, and the chemical produced from that was called rapamycin. This rapamycin is not only an antifungal, antibacterial, but was the world's first immunosuppressant. If you know, they do the renal transplant, where they take the kidney from the donor and put it into recipient, the body will try to reject it. But rapamycin will prevent that rejection. What an amazing drug. It was also the world's first anti-cancer cytostatic drug. Plus, it is now discovered to have anti-aging properties. What an amazing contribution Dr. Suresh Sehgal, B.Pharm, M.Pharm, PhD has done. Don't you think he deserves a big hand? He is one of the iconic researchers and he is an inspiring figure for all the pharmacists. There are many such individuals, so score well even in the research this is the gripping rapamycin story. I think that is sufficient. I will not go into too many details. This is the photograph of the Dr. Suren Sehgal. Dr. Suren Sehgal is the person responsible for discovering rapamycin. Streptococcus hygroscopicus is the name of that microbe which provided the rapamycin. So when you are a pharmacist and you have joined this Pharm D, please understand you are a world-class professional. Why are you a world-class professional? Because this is integrated globally. Please understand, 1 in 3 vaccine which is administered by WHO, whichever vaccine it may be, in whichever country, it is made in India. 50 to 60% of the vaccines of the world are made in India. 45% of the generics which are available in USA made in India. 35% of all the medicines available in UK made in India. 1 in 5 generic medicine purchased somewhere in the 200 countries of the world made in India. See, these contributions are of the pharmaceutical sector of which you are going to belong. That is the amazing thing that you should realize. You are going to be a world-class professional. Don't walk like this. You have to walk like a true pharmacist, the green cross. You agree with me or not? Please give a big hand to the pharmacy profession. And because of all these achievements which you are going to belong to, this is called the global pharmacy of the world. This is called pharmacy of the world. Such an exciting field you are going to belong to. You are all world-class professionals. So welcome to the pharmacy field. In fact, the value of the pharmaceutical goods produced by India is around 1,80,000 crores. Equal amount is exported, 1,80,000 crores. And we are 13th in the value, but in the volume, we are 3rd. Anybody can tell me why? Listen to my question. We are 13th in the value of the pharmaceutical products, but in volume, number of units produced, we are 3rd largest. Why? One is export more. Any other? Any other answers? Any other? Manufacturing is more. Any other? Okay, we are having good raw materials. Think of the pricing. I am giving you a hint. What is it? Very low. Exactly. Give him a big hand. It is because of our low cost of production, we are able to produce huge volume and the value is also very less. 1,80,000 crores is our entire pharma industry. Roche Pharmaceuticals, they produce the same medicines at such a high cost that it is 6 lakh crores one company's turnover. But our entire pharma industry in India, domestic market is only 1,80,000 crores. So you can imagine what a cost difference. That is why we are considered to be the world supplier of pharmacy medicines, and you are all going to belong to such a wonderful sector. Are you not happy to be a pharmacist? Yes. So you will be working in one of the manufacturing plants if you join the manufacturing sector or whichever sector you want. And we have the largest number of USFDA approved manufacturing facilities outside of USA. So all our manufacturing facilities are world class. It is documented that Cipla has saved 1 crore lives. Do you know India makes 92% of the anti-HIV medications? Today, if Africa is saved because of the high prevalence of AIDS there, it is all thanks to India. 92% of our world's production of anti-HIV medicines come from here. 90% of the anti-malarial products, anti-tuberculosis products, all are made in India. Such an amazing contribution that we are making. It is truly an amazing thing. So, we are called the global pharmacy of the world. We are also supplying 40% of generic medicines, 25% of the all medicines in the UK, which I have just said. The global pharma industry is around 1.3 trillion. So where you are going to get jobs after completing your course or wherever, it is not only in the core formulations field, herbal extracts, bulk drugs, the chemical entities, excipients, and also medical devices, and also the packaging industry. Everywhere you have got opportunities in the pharmaceutical sector. So we are one of the best in the world, and welcome to the most world-class pharmaceutical sector of the world, and that is India. These are all the sales which you should just know. Pfizer, which is one of the largest producer of pharmaceuticals in the world, has got around 90 billion US dollars sales. And the distributor in USA, he has got 320 billion US dollars sales. Karnataka state's GDP is 280 billion US dollars. Whole state is 280 billion US dollars. One distributor has got 320 billion US dollars sales. So you can imagine the power of the pharma to which you are going to belong. So feel very happy that God has given you a wonderful opportunity to belong to this excellent industry, and you can see some of the powerful companies. These are all Indian companies. Sun Pharma, Aurobindo, Dr. Reddy Labs, Cipla. These are all the annual sales of the company in 2020. So they are all big, powerful financial muscle is there in those companies, and you are going to belong to this, which is going to create tremendous opportunity for you. When you want to get into a career which you are building right now, you will either be in the industry, academia, regulatory, or self-employment. That is entrepreneurship. That is also a very well developed thing. So, in the pharmaceutical sector, there are not only jobs but business opportunities available, manufacturing, research, marketing and distribution, retailing, academics, pharmacovigilance and clinical research, and also in regulatory affairs. So try to visualize where actually your interest lies. See, I had a friend called Mohammed Arfan Asif, he was my senior. That guy's passion was photography, and he was not too interested in pharmacy. So what his father said, you please mix your passion with pharmacy, you will get interested in pharmacy. Today you know where he is? He is one of the topmost digital photographer of pharmaceutical products based in the Gulf. He is working in an advertising agency. If anybody wants a very good photograph of taking the crystals and etc. of the pharmaceutical products, Mohammed Arfan Asif. He is one of the world's best photographers, and with a hyper focus on pharmaceuticals. This is an example of how a person mixes his passion with pharmacy and makes his career. He didn't take it negatively. There was another gentleman I met while I was on flight. He introduced himself to me by saying, I am the HR head of Alchem. Alchem is one of the largest companies in the world now, definitely in India. So I asked, what are your qualifications? He said, I am B.Pharm and MBA. Zach, I said, that's fantastic. Can you tell me something about your career? So he said, sir, I started as a medical representative of my B.Pharm. And while going through, I realized that there are a lot of legal issues in this business. So I decided to do LLB in the evening. So he had a bent of mind for law. So he's B.Pharm LLB and the group HR director of Alchem. Isn't it a wonderful thing? Please give him a big hand. He must be getting not less than 1 crore rupees salary per annum. 1 crore. This is because they mix the passion with the pharmacy field. So think like that. Try to understand what is your strength. He did not go into R&D. He went into marketing and legal, and he made his big should try to visualize your goals in life in that manner. So in the manufacturing area, you need basically a B.Pharm. There is also a number of jobs available in the quality, R&D, shop floor, stores, and the regulatory department. This is related to factory area. If you want to be a pure B.Pharm and go on to do some research, try to find out which course is appealing to you and which has got good prospects. Like I came across a girl, she has done her B.Pharm and then M.Tech. I was surprised, how did you do M.Tech? There was one college she found out which is offering M.Tech in biotechnology, which is ready to take B.Pharm guys. So she did B.Pharm, M.Tech in biotech and PhD, and she is one of the good biopharmaceutical experts. So you should think like that. How I can do something new? You should start that spade work now itself, in the first year, second year only, because these 4 years will just go like that. So start thinking, what is it that is appealing to me? In Ramaya College, like addressing the students, I found one girl. She said to me that she is a very good writer. So I said, what are you doing basically? My passion is writing, so I am writing articles for various media organizations on pharmacy related. So I want to either pick journalism, pharma journalism, or I will go into an ad agency where I will do copywriting. So that is her call. What a wonderful thing. So she is doing M.Pharm in pharmacology, which will help her in doing these activities. So try to visualize your goals like that. So this is about the pure R&D prospects. Pharmaceutical marketing and distribution, big, amazing field. Right now, Pharm D people are not there in that. But as the number of Pharm D people, postgraduates come out, I feel Pharm D people will start fitting into the marketing because they already know the clinical side and they will know how to position the drug and how to promote the drug. So visualize yourself in the pharmaceutical marketing, which is also attractive sector. In any company, please understand, out of 1,000 jobs in group pharmaceuticals, around 700 jobs in marketing, remaining 300 jobs only in the manufacturing sector. The reason is automation. You don't need people, you just put the powder there and the pill comes out here. So it's reducing the number of people in the manufacturing sector. So try to think of all these newly developing professions which will give you a very good lease of life. So this is about pharmaceutical marketing, and marketing, as you know, is an intellectual profession, creative and mechanical. Academics is also a very good sector. You know, there are 3,850 pharmacy colleges. So if you have got the interest to teach and be a part of the research atmosphere, then academics is also a wonderful college. There are lots of opportunities in the teaching. Today, retail pharmacy is also changing because of the hyper competition to make the customer come back again. They are becoming more and more eloquent in presenting the formulations, plus, minus, and doing patient counseling. In fact, there is a pharmacy practice guideline 2015 which comes where people who are giving counseling in a proper chamber with the appropriate props can charge pharmacy consultation fees. So it is up to you whether you have it in you. So you can even run a pharmacy with counseling pharmacy clinic. That is a wonderful opportunity in the pharmacy sector. So you go anywhere in the world, you will find Indians. Anywhere in the world. Like this is my friend Prashant. He is doing extremely well in Qatar. So recently when I visited, we had a good time. We met after 30 years. And he's still doing very well there. He doesn't plan to come any sooner. This is another guy called Sohail. He is also doing very well in Qatar. So similarly you will get in various places. This is just for the look and feel I am giving you. So in pharmacy in Qatar, example I am giving you, he will earn around 7,000 Qatari riyals, which is around 50 to 60 rupees, up to 20,000 Qatari riyals, depending on which pharmacy and who is your recruiter. Now that's quite a handsome salary, but today even in India after a few years you can sector called pharmacovigilance. Excellent prospects for you. In fact, there is a joke. If you just walk near a PV company and you are having your resume, you will get recruited. Trespassers will be recruited. That's the number of jobs you are having in PV. Pharmacovigilances are very good. In Diamond Sagar, for example, the whole batch gets recruited of the Pharm D in pharmacovigilance. So this is another interesting field. Regulatory departments in various companies have become more important because they are going to make the company comply with the rules and regulations for different countries, and you will be making what are called technical dossiers to allow the entry of the product into the market. So this is also a very special skill. Try to think whether you have a bent of mind for the details and you have got good communication prowess, because it's a coordinated job that you have to coordinate with so many departments to create that dossier and produce it in the fashion that is required for the client country so that the product gets accepted. So this is another field which has got very good, and I'm seeing a lot of girls, because you can do moonlighting, or what you call it as, you can do homework as well as office work together. This is another interesting thing. As I said to you, I came across in Bombay one B.Pharm team which has got legal qualification. They have done some postgraduate diploma in the trademarks economy. So they are specializing in doing the intellectual property, patent filings and those sort of things. So this is another beautiful sector which is now coming up. Please think about it right now, because your goals are very important. Clinical trials and clinical research market is a constantly booming, and in India there are a lot of scope for doing clinical research. So if you associate with this CRO job, I have a friend called Agnihotri. Today he is a chief business officer. I believe even he is getting 1 CR salary per annum. No, don't look at me like that. Shall I kidnap him? I am not in that scale. I am in the very regular type of a job. So you don't think of abducting me. Okay? So I gave you the tips whom to kidnap. So you will get a lot of jobs in what are called as B2 product companies, branded generics, bulk drugs, herbal extracts. Have you heard of Vidya Herbs? This company has got 1,000 crore sales, and he is doing herbal extracts, especially turmeric curcumin extract. Amazing. He was just a pharmacist who was doing titration in BPR, Bangalore Pharmaceutical Research Laboratory. Suddenly a leap of faith to do some trade with the herbal extracts. Now he's become a manufacturer, and 1,000 crores is the sales of that day, from zero to hero. You find tremendous such scope in all these sectors, including CRAMS, contract research and manufacturing field. So internet companies like Practo, marketing support companies including Amazon, etc. are all now taking the pharmacy students. So there is a bounty available for you. It only depends how you are going to work. You are going to get jobs in the veterinary product companies. Do you know veterinary products also in India is one of the largest suppliers to the world. And even in the food supplements, nutraceutical sector, India is a very leading one. Okay, now we'll talk some what you should have as traits. The third bit of my talk. Who is this? Neeraj Chopra. Okay, so what can you see? Focus. You can see the focus. So you should have that ability to have the goal and focus. Take baby steps. Nobody is going to immediately become a great guy in that particular field. Learn to take the baby steps. Some person may go faster than you, no problem. You do at your pace, but ensure you are progressing. So that is going to help you, and you will become one of the master professionals. Another important trait you should have. What is this? Have you seen this, kids? See, this is a scooter. We used to have it, Bajaj scooter. You have to tilt it in the morning, brake, and then you start kicking. If one kick it starts, it's a lucky day for you. Otherwise you have to keep kicking. but today you have got electric start, correct? So even in human beings there are two types. One is kickstart, another one is self-start. Kickstart, the mother has to tell, Yelo, college go, nidde madbedu, kickstart. You should not be a kickstart individual. You should be a self-starter. You should only think, today is morning, today I have got time from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. What are all the activities I am going to do? That timetable should be in consonance with your goal. Just try that as a habit. You will find that sense of purpose so happy for you. You will see that you are progressing daily. The trick of the trade is you should make today better than yesterday and make tomorrow better than today. Think like that. Always many people will say we don't have luck, sir. Don't think about luck. Fortunes favor the brave. Fortunes favor the brave. And luck is not there. There is only hard work. When hard work, preparation meets opportunity, there is success. Somewhere the opportunity will come and success will come. So always do the preparation. So this is the important trait of being a self-starter. Please ensure you develop this quality. You should master the communication prowess. Now I'll ask a naughty question to all the boys. Who's your favorite actress, female actress? I didn't say actor, actress, girl. Who's your favorite? Don't feel shy. They are looking at these girls. Come on, tell me one name. Somebody stand up first. Stand up. Stand up. Yes. Who's your actress? Yaru? Kajal. Okay. Okay. No, stand up, stand up, stand up. The Viva OC is not over. My general knowledge is less. But in any case, Kajal Agarwal is the actress you mentioned. Why do you like her? Don't feel shy. Tell what you like about her. She's nice. What is nice? Her figure is nice? Yes or no? Yes. Her face is nice? Okay. Now, I have given you a very important answer. Sit down. In communication, the first and foremost thing that makes an impact, see how brilliantly you people are smiling. You have forgotten every problem you had, hunger, thirst, सब कुछ भूल गए. The first and foremost thing the person will see is the personality of an individual, the body language. So that is the major way in which we do the message transfer. We are not doing through the knowledge which we are having in our brain. The body language. For example, if I am confident about a particular subject and I have to face the teacher for Viva OC, the way I walk itself will be different. The confidence, the fearlessness will be there in my walk. But if you are not having the confidence and you are full of fear, the way you walk only will be different. You will say, hey, and you will try to avoid, then afterwards slowly, edgily you will go and try to finish it off fast and then run away from there. Don't go like that when you are going to see the girl. Girl, boy, nowadays they don't do that like this. Okay. So, I'm talking of arranged marriage. Okay, so that time you have to go confidently. That's also important. You are all going to marry, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. Somebody is very ready. Ready item. You are ready. Okay. So as I was talking about, the Albert Mehrabian's formula is 55% of the communication happens through your body language. The way you dress, the way you talk, the facial expressions, the eye contact that you are having. That is more important than what you actually know. 38% is how you speak. Are you having the confidence to throw your voice, or are you swallowing the words and talking in a very low tone? Vocalization is 38%. And only 8% is the ability to know, ability to speak. That verbalization is only 7%. Sorry, verbalization is only 7%. So this is called 55-38-7 formula. Remember it for your life, it is a life-changing formula. 55% is body language, 38% is vocalization, and 7% is only what you know. Now you know why backbenchers always win. In life you see, backbenchers will become the owners of companies, whereas the frontbencher who is a rank student, he will be working under him. It often happens. Why? Because they have mastered that body language, they know how to take courage, they have crisis management power, they know how to take care of the contingency, they know how to operate by plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, contingency plan. So many things are buzzing in their mind. Whereas the front bencher will always be thinking in a straight way. And I'm not criticizing, I'm saying you need to adopt those skills also to become the better persona. So master the communication prowess, body language 55%, 38% is your vocalization, and 7% is verbalization. This will make you one of the best professionals. So this is a very important aspect, that ours is a globally integrated industry. You have to work on your English, whether you like it or not. Work on your English. In fact, today in some of the campuses, they are offering Chinese, they are offering German also, because to an extent that is relevant for doing the business in postgraduate courses. But definitely work on your English comprehension, ability to write, ability to speak, because you will be doing that for the rest of your life. So please read the newspaper, please read the different English, listen to English news channels. Okay. Next, today is an era of digital. I know all of you are very good at digital. Don't overdo it, but definitely understand digital is important. Analytical skills are important. When you see data, how do you infer? And how do you draw conclusions from data? Even if it is a single point data, how do you draw a conclusion for the entire field or to that population? These are certain slightly higher words I am using, but just keep it in mind. Analysis is vital in this industry. You will be a lifelong learner. This is a knowledge hungry, because today it is rapamycin, tomorrow it is vancomycin, tomorrow some other drug, mRNA vaccines, nobody knew about it. Currently it is the trending coinage, or you can say the trending talk in pharma. So a lot of new things will keep happening. So please have the knowledge hungry attitude. Of course, you have to develop your character, competence, communication, confidence, creativity. That is fine. Learn how to marry the passion along with your, you may be having photo passion, legal passion, whatever it is, with the mainstream pharmacy, then you will become a very good pharmacist. Memory is very important. In fact, everything is memory. Like I was talking to a doctor, he was saying that L-carnitine is a very good essential amino acid. I said, sir, L-carnitine, I knew only that phenylalanine, valine, zeolite, tryptophan, isoleucine, methionine, histidine, arginine, lysine, and leucine. These are the essential amino acids. How come this L-carnitine you have said? So you must be wondering how I remember this. I use the abbreviation method. Private Tim Hall. PVT-TIM-HALL. So you will be able to generate memory of various things utilizing such skills. You should use the abbreviation method. Then there is the clumping method. Group of related things. You try to bunch it together and recollect it. Repeat it. Repetition will always create a good memory, because these nerves, once you keep giving the information in that same neuron pathway repeatedly, it gets burned into your brain and you are able to recollect it well and present it. It's only repetition. Like for example, in the 1990s, I used to promote a product. Doctor, greetings to you. How are you? Doctor, we offer Hepatogard, which is a very good phytopharmaceutical formulation that is used in the management of hepatic dysfunctioning, like icterus, nausea, fatigue, vomiting, and even the yellowness which is there below the nails and also the under the eyes. Doctor, when this hepatic dysfunction occurs, either due to hepatitis virus or hepatotoxic drugs, including the anti-TB drugs, or alcohol, or even the pollutants, this hepatic stress needs to be resolved, for which we offer Hepatogard. Hepatogard is an excellent standardized formulation of Philanthus neuriae, Androtrophis panniculata, Picrorhiza burova. Boarava diffusa, Azadirachta indica, indica ejecta alba, zizziporofiscals, hypernormal. Doctor, can I go with an assurance that you will, in the next case of acute uncomplicated viral hepatitis, please prescribe 2 tablets 3 times daily and after 21 days reduce the tapering dose to 1 tablet BID and 1 tablet OD. I look forward for your prescriptions of hepatocard. Any doctor will say no. They used to say this is detailing Dadagiri. What I am trying to say is, this is how you should learn things, various types of concepts into your brain. It will make you love this profession. Please don't study for the exams. If you are studying only for the exams, you will be a very loser in the career. You should study what I am going to be tomorrow. Because what matters is not from where you are coming, where you are going. That is more important. So always think about the goal. Prepare for the goal. Getting the first rank, second rank. Okay, how many first ranks will be there? How many first ranks? Normally only one. In a class of 100, one person will get first rank. Uska luck hai. That means 90 and hard work hai. That means 99 people are all dustbin. It can't be, right? All these 99 people are going to have their goals and achieve in their career. So don't do comparison. We do in marketing competitive analysis. We are always looking at the competition, but we are not looking at the competition to burn him down. We are looking at the competition to see what he is doing to get that outcome, and we will try to adopt that practice. So you should also look at each other as competition for learning, not for putting that individual down. Please understand, this entire batch for the next 4 years are going to bond. And after 20 years or 30 years, like I met Prashant, you are going to meet somebody. At that time, there should be feeling of warmth. You should have that great affection between all of you. So you have to work like that. Do you agree with me? Now, one more interesting story I will say, that condition is called common sense absentia. It is not a medical term in the medical dictionary, it is my own term. It is called common sense absentia. It is a disease condition in students which causes a lot of constellation of symptoms. What are they? One is chemical abuse, alcohol, cigarette, pan parak, then marijuana, drugs, all these are chemical abuse. Please say no the first time and every time. Japanese proverb is there. First you take the alcohol, then the alcohol takes the alcohol, then alcohol takes you. So say first time itself, no. It looks very fun, going to the bar, going to the pub, enjoying. These are all the images that are created because that is marketing. That fellow is creating that image so that you will burn yourself, give him the money. Vijay Mallya got so much of money thanks to many people, donors who took those products. So avoid the chemical abuse. The next is digital abuse. Today, this digital addiction, screen addiction has gone so bad. In Nimmans, they are getting 25 cases daily of parents bringing their school or their college going child who is unable to break that digital habit. My own son's story I will tell you. He's a bright guy. Now he is grown up. He is a bright guy. PUC first year, 10th standard, everything he did well. He got into Diksha, which is supposed to be a good college. But every time at night, suddenly I will wake up. Hey, shoot him, use the hand grenade, use this, use that. I was wondering, I asked my wife what this guy is doing. So then he will come and show me as if he has achieved. This is PUBG. I have got so much ranking. Among everybody I have ranked like this and all. I said, Arey yaar, what you are going to do with this ranking? Another CET ranking is required. Then I sent him to Moodbidri Alvas, which is like Ramakrishna Mutt. Get up at 5:30 a.m. and till 10:30 p.m. you have a timetable. So I sent him for a crash course of 2.5 months there. No mobile game, forget it, that he has to leave it in Bangalore and go. So there, I still recollect the conversation. After 2.5 months, I gave him a call. I asked him, are you coming back to Diksha or do you want to continue there? For which he said, Daddy, I don't like it here, but I need it. I don't like it here, but I need it. So मैं सोचा बार बच गया, so put him there. Okay, he did his B. I wanted him to be a pharmacist actually, but unfortunately or fortunately, he got 100% in maths, 100% in physics. So there was no negotiation when he said, I want to do this course. That is the software engineering. Okay, he is now working in Penn's company as a software engineer. Okay, so that is over. So that is the concept of digital abuse. Don't do digital abuse. It will distract you from your main goal and you will get into a sinkhole. Avoid the digital abuse. Next is behavior abuse. A recent incident took place. Within 100, that boy had got ranked, and 3 years back he joined one college, medical college here. Within 100, so very bright guy. I have seen him from when he was a child. So then I asked that grandmother when I met her casually, Momaga, your grandson, what is he doing now? I thought she will tell PG ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, MD, ವಗೈರೆ ವಗೈರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ course. He left MBBS, he's sitting in the house. I got shocked. What happened? Then she said, ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವನಿಗೇನೋ ಒಂಥರ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು, he stopped going to college and I was more worried about my grandson, so now he is not doing anything. So I asked, what actually happened? Then I said this to my wife. My wife has her own network. Women will have their own network to find out what is happening. So we came across this information that the boy suffered from behavior abuse. He was a little fat, corpulent, some endocrinological problem. Probably in the college, he has suffered a lot of behavior abuse. He went into depression, he quit studies. Now it will take another 10 years for him to come out. So don't do behavior abuse amongst yourself. You don't know that other person's story. I had a friend, classmate, who is one of my closest friends, Chandru. So we used to tease him because during our B.Pharm days, because he will become very friendly, over-friendly with us. So why he is behaving like that, we will think. Then we came to know this guy is actually like an orphan. He had a stepmother and all that. Oh, that was shocking for us. And from then on, we are cool and even to this day, he is a close friend of mine. So you don't know what is that other boy's, other girl's story. So don't do any behavior abuse. Last, romance abuse. When I read in the newspaper that the boy was upset, she didn't say yes, so he took a knife and then he pushed the knife into the abdomen of that girl. I recollect an interesting incident. During the early days of my career, working career, there was a theatre called Lido in Residency Road, that is Brigade Road. So me and my colleague had gone there to see some English movie. There were only English movies there, all action, we used to love them. So there I saw one guy. Those days, if you don't get ticket, they will sell in black. Ekado, you must have seen in the movies. So we were waiting, ticket we were waiting. Then that guy came with 2 tickets. One very handsome, nice looking guy. I was looking at him. I've seen this bloke somewhere, I was looking at him. So he said, sir, 2 tickets will take. You don't have to give money. Like that he is giving me. So I'm wondering, then suddenly he said Sunil to me. He happened to be my school friend. And he was a little depressed and he is giving both his tickets to me. So I asked him what happened. He said that he was expecting somebody girl or somebody girlfriend to come. So he's totally depressed. So I said, rejection? Yeah. Dejection? Yeah. Depression? Yeah. I told him it is not rejection, dejection, depression. It is celebration and promotion. Don't worry about all those things because you should think from the girl's perspective also. She will have her own criteria, her parents, so many issues. It's all very complex. So always have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. Don't get tense on all these romantic things. You focus on the goals. That is called romance abuse, getting obsessed. and then that passion in the wrong direction will take your life down the drain. Don't do that. You agree with me? So that is romance abuse. Then there is a last interesting thing called Pygmalion effect. This is a very interesting thing. There was a teacher in USA who wanted a job. So she goes to a school and the school principal looks at that this female looks very innocent. I will tell and give the worst section to this teacher. So the naughtiest section was given to this teacher. So this teacher gets a chit with the names of all the students and between 90 and 100 numbers are written next to the names. 95, 96, 98 like that. She looks at that, she thinks she has got the best section and she starts teaching very well. After 6 months, internal examination, everyone has scored between 90 and 100. Then the principal calls, where was the copy? How did they copy? How did they score between 90 and 100? Why will they copy? They are the bright students. No, why they are bright? No, when you gave a check, it was written 93, 94 against each name, isn't it? No, that is the fees they didn't pay. I thought it is the marks, sir. I taught them like as if I am teaching the bright students. I taught them like I was teaching the bright students. That is called Pygmalion effect. It was studied in the US. What this Pygmalion effect says is, what you expect from the other person, he will measure up to that. If you have low expectations, you will not achieve anything. If you keep scolding your child, the child will become a pedda. He will become a dumb guy. But on the other hand, if you keep giving some positive inputs, this is good, you will be able to do this, and you are giving positive strokes, that child, that student will go on increasing his level. Learners also do this to themselves. Oh, mansa, you don't take the baby steps. Pygmalion effect is not only for others, Pygmalion effect is for you also. You should give yourself positive stroke. When you look at the mirror, you should say, what a handsome fellow. I look like this fellow, that fellow, and all. You should appreciate yourself. That self-appreciation will boost your confidence and the expectation that you have from yourself. When you elevate your own expectations from the others and from yourself, you will see that things are progressing. So that's called as Pygmalion effect. So ensure that you will be using the Pygmalion effect and improve your own expectation level. There is also a Pharmacy Council of India, PCI. You please go to the website and keep studying about the different types of notifications which come, like Madam has explained about IPA, Indian Pharmaceutical Association. This body is very influential, giving lot of information. Both these bodies, IPA and PCI, they'll give a direction. Which are all the scholarships available? Which are all the different types of contests where I can get a certificate because they are all of value, which training program is coming, etc. So please definitely ensure to look into the Pharmacy Council of India. I have already explained pharmacy practice regulations are there. Now last bit. This is called a Duchenne smile. Okay? So you can see in the smile, when she smiles, it goes up to the eyes, like this. Okay, that's called an original smile. It is not a fake smile. Have you all gone in the plane, aeroplane? Who have gone? You have seen the air hostess? She has to welcome how many people? 180 people. Can she smile or like so she will? That is called a non-Duchenne smile. It is an artificial smile. This is very important, boys and girls, because boys will smile at you, girls will smile at you, so you should decode. Is it an original smile or she is faking the smile and trying to get something from me? Okay, understand the smile, Duchenne smile. What a smile. This is the same person. One is a Duchenne smile, one is a non-Duchenne smile. Nice smile? Yes, boys? Yes or no? Yes. Is it a Duchenne smile? It is a non-Duchenne smile. First class pass. See, this is Julia Roberts. One is a Duchenne smile, one is a non-Duchenne smile. Now, why I am telling you about this non-Duchenne and Duchenne smile? There was a study conducted at Mills College, Berkeley University, California. So there, the class photographs, like when you are passing out, they will take a class photograph. So in those photographs, some girls were smiling, some girls like that. Okay, different shades of smile. So they found out who are giving the Duchenne smile. And they tracked the woman or the girl for 30 years. What all happened in her life, they did an observational study. And look at the remarkable results. They studied the class photos of Mills College. Some girls smiled genuinely. Duchenne smile is involuntary, you cannot fake it. And 30 years later they found genuine smilers were blessed with happier lives in terms of marriage, well-being and career. So I started with a smile, correct? You are not well dressed for the day until you wear a smile. And I am also ending with a smile because this is the science of smile. Along with the smile, one story which will give you the importance of having goals. Two hunters, they went to shoot the birds. After the bullets were exhausted, they roasted the birds to eat it. And due to the aroma, one big brown bear comes. So that time, the hunter discussed what to do. And one of the hunters removes his hunter's shoes and puts his sports shoes. So the other hunter says, "Oh, you are going to run faster than the bear." That time he said, No, I have to run faster than you." Cutthroat competition is there in this. I know that you have smiled a lot. So please understand, pharma is open to all. Focus on English skill, deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning, which are analytical techniques you will learn during the course of 4 years or 6 years. Be a team player and have this ability to grasp. So there is a very positive story. You are in the best sector. In fact, it is a rocking sector. You have got a wonderful future ahead. And I am confident you will be able to go in a very, very good way. Take home message. There are global opportunities because we are pharmacy of the world. This is a knowledge-oriented, good status profession. Lot of roles are there. Quality, R&D, marketing, HR, legal, patent, regulatory, academics, retailing, wholesale, pharmacovigilance, clinical pharmacy, clinical trial industry. So start thinking about where you want to go. Read this book, An Unfinished Agenda by Dr. Anji Reddy. He established a company called Dr. Reddy Labs. Excellent, very inspiring book. Please read this other book. The girls will like it. Mythbreaker, Kiran Majumdar Shaw. She is the one who started Biocon. So entire biotech revolution in India came because of Kiran Majumdar Shaw. So thank you very much for your time.
Any questions from the student side? Sir is ready to answer your questions. Yes, any questions?
Don't be shy.
Good afternoon, sir. So I am B.Pharm first year, first sem fresher. So, sir, I am really appreciated after what you said, sir, but I am really confused. What should I ask you? So,
See, if you want a state, if you want to be unconfused, it's a very good question, by the way. I am confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to ask. that means confusion will then lead to clarity. Don't worry. Now that confusion should eat in your brain. It's always like that. You'll start, that's called problem solving. Okay, that mechanism will start, and sooner or later you'll stumble onto something that will be your calling. It may be in marketing, pharmacovigilance, pharmacochemistry, like that. And you will go on that journey. Don't worry. Confusion is the most important thing to happen. From confusion you get clarity.
Good afternoon, sir. In starting the sentence, still I am studying. I'm level still sir is studying in JSS. Why you need to study? That much means you can't study, sir. Why you are still continuing studying that much? Still in this age also.
See, again, what is important is not where you come from, where you want to go, right? So, it is important to have various goals. After my M.Pharm, to be frank, I wanted to do my PhD, but I got into marketing line, where you don't have PhD at all. You are just chasing targets, getting customers and generating revenue for the company. But it was always playing on the mind that I want to do my PhD. So, what is required for my job was MBA in marketing. PGD HRM, that I had done, that my good sailing. Then a few years back, see, I am blessed with good teachers. Dr. H. Chiplunkar is an iconic personality. You will come to know many such pharma teachers. So he was the principal in JSS Pharmacy, Mysore, where I did my B.Pharm. So while chit-chatting with him, I said, sir, one thing still remains. That the PhD, because I was supposed to be a bright guy during my college days. So Advan Madila sir. So he said, yeah, go in Nankalgade Mado PhD. So I am the last student that he has taken. So it is called a part-time PhD. So if regular PhD is 3 years, part-time PhD is 4 years. It's special scheme for industry people. So industry people can do the PhD. Now how will that layer in help? Normally what happens as you rise in the profession, these sort of qualifications are very good for the recipient of the message or the recipient with whom you are transacting to take you seriously. Now inevitably after Vice President what? Inevitably you will rise. Either you become a president or you become a director or you become a consultant. So at that time all these qualifications do count. Because many of these companies, they need to justify the intake of a person to a particular position. Because that sort of a profile should be there to give that job. So to continue my thing, see, this is a very important point. You should not stop studying. Today India has changed so much. It is not like how it was earlier. You can do so many layerings. So if it is your passion and calling, because the subject I am doing my PhD is also similar. Influence of pharmacology concepts on medical representative sales outcomes. So whatever I am doing in my professional practice, I am doing a PhD on it. Thank you. Good question. Because people will wonder, hey, kya hai this day still studying? Bad student hai. Abhi bhi pass kar.
One last question, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. You told that one girl had an interest in your writing and she was mixed with your pharmacy. I too have an interest in writing. I'm also a writer. So how can she transfer her goal to a pharmacy? Can I take the information about that girl, sir?
I don't know. I can ask Dr. Deveswara and I will get that girl's name and phone number and I will.
Sir, wait, how you got that girl information?
Like this. I was addressing the students and that girl was one of the students in my talk. So she said to me, after the talk is over, while we were walking towards the lunch area or somewhere, she came to me and said, sir, I am doing my M.Pharm. I like the way you told about the passion and pharmacy to be mixed. I am actually a good writer. Writing skill is there with me. I have already started writing. I write for various magazines. There is also something called ghost writing. Supposing the client wants a particular article, you write but published in his name. So she does all sorts of. I can give her name from. She is studying in Ramaya.
So Sir, her name?
Yeah, I don't recollect her.
Okay, sir.
I know the professor, Dr. Deveswaran. You know Dr. Deveswaran, right? Yeah, Dr. Deveswaran she's his student.
I know, sir. I know Deveshwar, sir. He was my teacher. So probably I'll get the number for you, Chaitanya. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the interesting talk that you have given. It is really a funny and interactive and intelligent session. A lot of times when we get speakers, a lot of speakers, like yes, they really go into the scientific stuff and really people get really bored sometimes. But I think you have made this session very interesting. A big round of applause for sir for being so funny and informative. Also, you have interacted with the students very well, sir. Thank you very much. Now I would like to welcome Mr. Anupam sir from Department of Pharmacology to propose vote of thanks.
It will help them fashion a future 4 years down the line For a kid, 4 years is a long way off. So what we focus on is goal-oriented learning. There is a short-term CTP, which means a short-term goal is given to them, and andragogy. So in andragogy, if I have to extrapolate it to these kids, you can give them projects. Instead of you giving a lecture, you give them the topics and say you have to prepare and you come and give the lecture and assess them on them. Small gifts you can give them. So that is how I will extrapolate it to my experience. And this learned behavior which comes out is very lasting, because andragogy approach says that the learner is an adult and is self-responsible. As long as we keep treating them as kids, they will have kiddish behavior. But the day you start treating them as adults, they will become adults. So I think that lapse is there because our education system is still based on pedagogy. It's not based on pedagogy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. This is really going to help us. Thank you, sir.
So from my side, I asked, being a teacher, as ma'am also asked myself also, we will often face something, I know my student in front of me is lying. And mostly cases it will be like, my grandfather passed, my grandmother passed. Yeah, it is a common thing. Being a teacher, we understand that this is not something truth. But so many cases we have to accept it. How would you like to suggest us how to handle that?
I will again answer to you from my background. That is, we get employees who keep complaining all silly things, because it is very strict in companies. If company says 9 a.m. you have to check in, you have to be there at 9 a.m. The meeting starts at 9:10, you have to start at 9:10. So in companies what happens? There is a penalty which they have to experience. So what are the penalties? We will say you cannot participate in the meeting for half a day. So that guy will be sitting outside, all his colleagues will be inside the meeting, he will be missing that meeting. So there are certain what we call as toxic moments we give them. See, there is a careful placement of positive reinforcers and negative reinforcers in a corporate environment. For instance, if a person who is punching in on time for a full month, he will be eligible to get some points. From that points, in the collection of 6 months or 10 months, he will be able to get a gift. Suppose he gets 100 points, he will get some small gift like that. That is a positive reinforcement. Negative reinforcement is the penalty that he has to suffer. So, you don't have to shout and raise your BP. If the system is constantly audited for the positive reinforcers and negative reinforcers, the employee or the student will definitely comply. This is our experience. And it is expected from the student. This is another interesting thing I'll tell you. Any trainee or student, he expects that the college or that company will be a strict disciplinarian. When the company or the college becomes loose and not being disciplinarian, they will start taking advantage. The employee also will start, but even I will start taking advantage. If supposing it is not strict in my company, for me to go within the, already I was seeing my time because I had told that I will be coming. Okay, at a senior level I will be able to manage, that is a different issue. But as a young employee, they will be looking at the loose ends. So I think you should be a disciplinarian, and it is very difficult to be a disciplinarian. It requires tremendous dedication from teachers and trainers in the corporate environment. If the trainer himself is a loose guy, what discipline he will be able to do? Because kids will not learn from what we teach. They learn from what they observe. If the manager is very loose and he is making loose comments, he is saying that it's okay, you have done 10 calls, okay, don't do 12 calls. He is showing looseness in his behavior. The MR also will learn, the employee also will learn. He is to lose behavior mediante. So his seriousness will come down. It is very difficult to be a disciplinarian. In our company, Group Pharmaceuticals, right from our CMD, Sunil S Chiplunkar sir, he himself is a self-disciplined guy. He himself will ensure he punctual at 9:30. He can't do it, he's an owner. But he himself follows certain guidelines. His ethical behavior is par excellence. You will never find such a guy, such a gentleman in the industry with such high level of ethical behavior. So those learned behaviors in us is by observing him. So that is my suggestion, that as teachers and as an institution, if there is a lot of emphasis on the discipline, it will automatically create a climate in which the knowledge goers also will become disciplined. This is my unique. And there will always be outliers. There will be some outlier students who will have to be given a special treatment. That is there, not only in companies. There will be outlier employees. Yesterday also they will not change. They will be alcoholic, he will come drunk to workplace, then we have to send him back. He will suffer loss of pay. So those outliers will be there, and there will be the mass. You want me to tell a story till Aditya comes? Okay. There was a guy, parrot seller. He was a parrot seller. So he had 2 parrots, and 2 clients came. One client was a very cultured person. Another client was a scrappy guy. So he sold the 2 parrots to these 2 guys. And after 6 months, he wanted to know what happened to these parrots. So he went to the house of the cultured guy. The parrot started speaking. Namaskara, welcome, please come, please sit down, do you want water? Then he went to the other house, uncultured person. As soon as he said, Yak bandidya, why have you come? Some bad words came from that parrot. And then that parrot started cursing. Ille, halilla, why you have come? There is no milk in the house, there is no tea in the house, and started cursing the guest who has come. So what it means to say is, you are all like parrots. And you should go to an environment and keep company of decent people. Then that behavior will be with you. But the day you start going in that wrong direction, then those habits will develop in you. So don't be a parrot in the wrong house. Correct or not? This is a very interesting story.
Thank you very much for all your kind words that you have given to us. I request our professor to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Bharti. It's an honor and privilege to stand here in front of our dignitaries, in front of the students, teachers, to present this vote of thanks. Myself, Anupam Kantibag, here, representing ABIPER, management, faculty, principal, students, and of course on behalf of myself. I stand here to present the vote of thanks. My sincere vote of thanks to our delegate, to our chief guest, Mr. Sunil Chiplunkar, who has presented the ways how to nurture these young minds. Sir has presented educational neurotransmission so that we can provoke the students as way they need to walk in their path. All of us, whoever is present over here, all are young brains, and right now they have taken the course. So they need to be well planned before they take their tributaries. Along with that, I would like to thankful our chairman sir for giving us this opportunity for this stage. We would like to thank to our Shobharani ma'am for her gracious presence. With her research knowledge, with her talents, she came over with this event. And finally, we would like to thank Kafal, our Suchitra ma'am, principal in charge, and more than that, all our faculties who came here for commitment of this event. Last but not the least, to the student fraternity who joined this and finally made this event successful. Thank you.
Yes, that's it.